Hey again. So I just watched Flight to Fitness, My Little Pony, and I've seen this episode quite a few times. I both love and hate this episode. Well, hate not the right word. I'm just as the script says. I'm kind of easy to be. Just a little frustrated with it. As someone in a wheelchair with a handicap, not that I related to this episode or liked this episode more because of that, but I could relate to what Scooty was going through. Indeed, indeed, at that age, I mean, I don't know about now, but at that age, I think I could definitely empathize with what Scooty was going through. Maybe wouldn't let it get to me as much as he did because yeah, I never really had a strong desire. Yeah, like I have cerebral palsy. I'm in a wheelchair. I won't be able to walk. I've never had a strong desire to walk. Like Goody had to fly, but see the Pegasus. That's part of a part as well. But the episode does with with Gideon and the rest of the CMC and the rest Phillies and Colts and the cast room, it's a cold day. And Mercury introduces Miss Hawthorne. Builds built Euphonia for an event of the Accredia game that they built them up for the Accredia game and Rainbow Dazz's trainer for for the Phillies and Colts. He's a coach, and she goes off. Rainbow does about how she carries she games when she was age, which I'd like to see that story. Maybe in Generation Six, that sounds very interesting. But but yeah, she goes off on that, and of course it's Rainbow Dash, so she's very energetic, and she's very, and I point that out for a very specific reason. It's going to be important later on in the episode, frustratingly so, as a matter of fact. But it's Rainbow, so she's a little over exuberant, she's enthusiastic and all that. But finally, and in contrast, Miss Hartwin, she's prim, proper, she's professional. So, so Miss Hartwin said to Sass basically, hey, you better get your enthusiasm under control and be professional. And he does. I don't know if I'm still, I don't know if I'm still alive, but anyway, she does, and and she goes to show Miss Hartwin how professional she is, which Miss Hartwin doesn't appear again until the end. I just thought I'd say that while I'm thinking about it, but she doesn't appear until the end. But she is important in Rainbow Dances in a little bit of a psychology. So she shows Miss Hart's Winnie Rainbow does how prim and proper she can be and professional and subdued she can be. And Kathy is out and CMC all excited. CMC say, oh, well, it's actually Goody that suggested, which is very important. Goody suggests, hey, what about we win this thing? And Applebeam down for the idea, but Sweetie Belle says, one problem, every pony and cat is gonna be competing. And Scooty said something very important for a character too. She says, look, some pony is gonna carry the flag at the games, so it might as well be us. Which is a very good point. I mean, if someone's going to do something and you got a chance to do it, you might as well go for it, even if you don't win or not. So that's very important, very integral for a character too. So they sing the song about how they're resilient and they have hearts as strong as horses. It's up on YouTube. I recommend, which I don't know how to do it. Put that in the description now that I think about it. But you said yes to it. It's, if you haven't already, it's a really good song. Which, if you'll hear, I assume you've seen the episode and you know what I'm talking about. But I encourage you to listen to it again. It's a very, very good song, just about them working as a team, everything. And though they come up with the routine. They sell they sell Rainbow Dash, but not for Diamond and Silver Spoon. Yeah, antagonize them a little bit, and Nissy they brothered off because they've dealt with it before. They say they don't have cutie marks, CMC don't, and the same thing in Cutie You. They well, Cutie You doesn't say much, but Applebeam and Sweetie Belle just brothered off. They say, hey, Miss Hot Winnie never said anything about you needing a cutie mark rep to go to the game to represent Ponyville, so you don't need one. And that's the beginning of their year rivalry throughout the episode. So the CMC they present they present the act Rainbow Dash because I guess it has to be approved. They present they present the act Rainbow Dash, so maybe just because he's there for practice, I don't know. But they present it. The act is just about how they live, how all the three types of ponies, unicorns, Pegasi, and us ponies live together as friends. And the CMC represent that because Apple being us pony could use a Pegasus, and Sweetie Belle the unicorn. So they do that year routine. They tell the mini a brief story of Equestria and just how much they love Equestria. And Diamond and Silver Spoon are watching, and they're watching the Nifty just to tease, but by the end they can't really believe what they see. They admit the CMC are really good and the CMC may win. Very interesting with Rainbow Dash. I think Miss Hawthorne doesn't appear until the end and she doesn't. But very interesting and frustrating so is Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash is watching this performance. She thought to be over exuberant, but then she remembered Miss Hawthorne's words, which again Miss Hawthorne isn't even there, so it doesn't make much sense. But I guess just psychologically she affected Rainbow Dash that much. Yeah, 'cause they could use a position. So she's all subdued. She brushes off the act. She started to go into how good it was, but she brushes off the act. She said, it's kind of okay. It's kind of fine. You maybe have a thought at winning or something, and since she don't hatch Diamond specifically, not Silver Spoon, but Diamond hatches a plan to go after the CMC more, specific to you. The, they've already called them big fangs, they've already used up their reservoir. So, so Diamond's going after something a bit more personal. They go after Kuryu's wings, or specifically maybe act there. They the girls come up to CMC and they're all nice. First of all, they're so nice and so kind. First of all, but when she says, "You know, I think you're very brave. You hired Pegasus and us pony the unicorn, and yet you have a Pegasus pony who can't even fly." And Applebeam just bursts off. Goody doesn't really say anything to that, but importantly, Applebeam is the one that bursts it off. She says, "What in tarnation does that have to do with any, does that have to do with anything?" And I'm saying I think that has everything to do with everything. And they diamonds diamonds self spoon with that they have fun. Scooty says, what if my wings can't get me off the ground?" And Diamond taught that. And after they leave, Sweetie Belle and Applebeam, and I can say this is important. Sweetie Belle and Applebeam say, "Don't listen to them to you." And Sweetie Belle just looking at Scooty, Scooty's looking at Scooty's looking at Rainbow Dash. And then Scooty says basically, we have to change this whole entire routine. This routine is working as it is. We have to change something up. And frustratingly, Sweetie and Applebeam say, like, what? Where did this come from? Oh, I wonder if there can be a connection between what just happened and how Cootie is acting right now. And not to mention how she looked at Rainbow Dad and the Flying Pony. But there's not really any connection made with Sweetie Belle and Applebeam and Diamond T.O.'s comments and how Cootie is acting. And that was really frustrating. And like I say, you know how I've been saying that Applebeam and Sweetie Belle have been brushing it off? Well, Applebeam and Sweetie Belle don't have to deal with what Scooty's doing with. They don't have to be a Pegasus and deal with mid-form wings. Sweetie Belle can do magic as a unicorn. Applebeam can help her on really what she was born to do, for lack of a better phrase. And part of that's good because honestly, I wouldn't really expect someone who's not in a wheelchair, someone who doesn't have a handicap, to fully understand what it could mean to someone if they can't do the thing they really want to. But it was still frustrating because I mean, come on, you you really can't you really can't make that connection, or you don't try, or you don't talk to Goody more about it. Even if you don't know, you don't say, "Hey, Goody, what's going on? What's bothering you?" No, they don't do that. So that was more than frustrating. And along with Rainbow Dash being so aloof and unimpressed and everything, that plays in Scooty's thinking too, I'd imagine. Because at a time when Scooty really needs encouragement, I mean, Rainbow Dash really can't. And through no fault of Rainbow Dash's own, really. And Rainbow Dash isn't being mean or anything. But at a time when Scooty really needs encouragement, Rainbow Dash really isn't there to do the encouraging. Because Scooty looks up to Rainbow Dash more than any pony else. So they keep on practicing through the night. yeah, Gideon said, I have to fly, I have to fly, I have to try so hard. It's the point where friend dog thought they practice so hard. When they get in front of Rainbow Dash again to do the altered routine, it goes about as well as you can expect. That it's saying not well at all. So eventually, Sweetie Belle and Applebeam leave Scooty alone to get some sleep and to get some eats. But Scooty is by herself just trying to fly, trying to muster up something. But eventually, Scooty meets them at the train station to go to Crystal Empire. And Scooty says, you know what? I'm not going. I'll hold you guys back. I'm not. If I do anything other than fly, then we're gonna use. And they frustrating you again. They telling you point blank she's worried about flying. And she's worried about using. And Tweety Bell and Applebeam frustrating you again. Do not say anything. Do not address it. Don't encourage her. Don't act what's wrong. Tweety Bell, if nothing else, I'd expect her to be the more sensitive of the two to it. But but they don't. Instead, Applebeam says, you know what? Forget it. We don't want to quit her. We don't want you. You can stay here. And then when they get on the train, and then Rainbow Dash goes, you know, I can't hold it in anymore. You're I want you all to win so bad. Your act is my favorite one. How could you just sing through the hoops? See, Pacific High asked Scooty how he does, he does the jump through the hoop and with the scooter and everything. See, Pacific High asked Scooty. But, Afternoon says, I ain't gonna be a goodie. She stayed home. We even home. We said we didn't want to quit her. And Rainbow Dash says, upon realizing that she quit, he says, and then you try to stop her from doing that, right? Well, no, that's not. No, that's not what happens. Though they go, though they go to get Scooty, Rainbow Dash, Rainbow Dash, the August CMC, they go to get, Scooty, and and Scooty upon seeing a friend, this is this is where get to Scooty upon seeing a friends. She she breaks out into a big smile. She momentarily forgets anger. So I just thought that was really cute. A minor detail, but I just thought that was really cute. So they go so Rainbow Dash finally talked to Goody well, a little bit. She talked to Goody a little bit about it. Goody says, hey, you feel Rainbow Dash when you were my age, you carried the flag at the game, and Rainbow Dash said, well, that was me. You're you. Another important lesson. I mean, be yourself. Basically, don't try to be anything else. That's some nuance. That's some nuance to that. I do summons about every Monday if you want to hear more about the nuance. But but she basically says, hey, be yourself, that's just me. I'm you. Even if you don't fly, even if you will never grow, you're all kinds of awesome anyway. So the CMC makeup, I think now that I'm thinking about it, I would have preferred a little conversation. Yeah, like what's been eating at you, Goody? What's been wrong? And then Scooty tells him about Diamond and Diamond's comment, everything. So in hindsight, I would have been like that. But but it's good for what it. Along with Rainbow go to the Crystal Empire Scooty Dragon and Miyang Yakawada Key, except they're not on water, they're on the ground. So Goody gets them to the Aquatia games, and and the CMC end up winning. So finally Goody gets some validation, Goody gets some encouragement from winning that I could have won without wings. I could have won without flying. I mean that didn't really matter in the end. And I would have I would have yacked some comeuppance specifically for Diamond. I mean, I guess in a way not winning with a comeuppance, but more than that, I would have yacked Goody after this to tell Rainbow Dash what Diamond Tiara has been saying, what Diamond Tiara said about her, because I mean I'm erring on the side that Rainbow Dad doesn't know about Scooty's boy problem because if she found out that Damtiara's boy in any pony, a Betsy Goody, she would just go, she would just go hell for yes. But but they yeah, they on the side that Rainbow Dad just didn't know that she was being bullied, which hey, I can't blame them because kids don't say. But so in the end, the big payoff to this is Miss Hotwinnie is there. Miss Hotwinnie announces that they win, and Miss Hotwinnie gets all excited about their routine. Gets all excited, and Rainbow Dad's going. Easy, Miss Hotwinnie, professionalism, remember? So didn't you yuck the joke? Wasn't the wasn't everything we just watched and we just witnessed with Kitty when the CMC and Damatiara was it for that one joke? Wasn't it? Was it? No, it wasn't. So, like I say, I like this episode, but it would definitely frustrate because which I mean honestly, if it happened the way I wanted it to, there would really be no no climax, even if it was the bad one. There'd be no conflict, even if it was the bad one for the episode. So yeah, it was good for what it was, but it's still one of the lower tier because it was so frustrating. But guy that just watched it, I was originally planning to review a different episode, but I and that's always bugged me every single time I see it. So yeah, I'm thinking that we are kind of on the same page with that, but if you haven't thought about it that way, I hope I change your perspective. But anyway, have a good day, and I'll see you. I'll see you when I see you. Here we go. Okay.